Hey everyone, my name is Jasmine if you're new, and today's video is going to be a review on some new products that I have not tried. There are some good products in this video and there are some terrible products in this video. So some first impressions and a wear test. Come along with me. Today is a special video because I have my friend Amanda here with me, and she is the blogger of fempowerdaily.com, which is a blog empowering women. She's here interviewing me for her blog, and I'm so thankful that she chose me to be a part of it. Check out her Instagram at fempower_Mandy and follow her blog at fempowerdaily.com. When you're watching this, our interview is there now. Thank you so much, Amanda. I had so much fun doing this with you. I hope you guys enjoy it. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm gonna use my Fire and Ice collection from Wet n Wild, and this is the eyeshadow palette in Mythical Creatures. This color is really pretty and vibrant. It's kind of made up for that pink. I don't mind that color that is on the eyelids, but it was really difficult to work with. Just gonna blend that out with my Morphe M441. I do also like the color that I put in the crease. I Can't Even. I think it looks good. I'm going to use my finger in the color Chill Out. I'm gonna put that between the pink and the blue from the Wet n Wild and see what that does. Well, it definitely made the Wet n Wild color more blue. I'm going to put that color Ooh La La in my outer corner with the e.l.f. crease brush, just to deepen up the look a little bit. Then back in with the Morphe M441 to blend it all together. And that line is still showing there. Yeah, I feel like it's blotchy here too. I don't know how I feel about this palette. I think it's nice, but I don't think that it's worth the money. I didn't get that much fallout from the eyeshadows, maybe just that black right here. And I don't mind fallout because I always do my eyeshadow first, so I'm just gonna use my Kirkland makeup wipes and I'm going to clean up the outer edge. I'm going to apply the Rimmel Stay Matte Mattifying Makeup Primer. And I'm going to be trying out a new foundation and concealer today, so I wanted to use a primer that I know and trust. I picked up the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation, and I picked up two shades. I picked up F5 and F6. Oh, it's like a doe foot applicator. I know a lot of people don't like these applicators because it's not very sanitary. You pull the product out with the brush, you wipe it on your hand or wherever you end up wiping it on a palette, and then you go back into the product. It contaminates everything. But if it's a product that you're using only on yourself, then I don't see a problem with it. But if you do have like acne and stuff like that, it could pick up some bacteria and contaminate the whole thing. So I always like to put the product on my hand and then keep this stuff sanitary. This is F6 and this is F5, and this one looks darker than this one, I think. I'm not sure if it's picking it up on camera. I'm going to use F5 and see how that goes. If I do need to mix in a little bit of F6, I will do that. I feel like it's too light for me, even though it looks dark in the bottle and in the swatch. Nothing a little bronzer can't fix. The coverage isn't bad. It blended out really good and it doesn't feel very cakey. Trouble areas right here. What? Hold up. It looks a little cakey right here where my pores are larger. We'll see how it looks when I layer on powder. I also picked up the new Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer, and I picked it up in C6 and C3. I will be using both. I'm going to use C6 and then go in with C3 and apply C3 in the inner corner only. Since C3 is lighter, or supposed to be lighter, why do I feel like they look exactly the same? Blend out with the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. So far I feel like it's super thick. I'm going to switch to the Foundation Blurring Brush by e.l.f. just to blend everything out. I did review the e.l.f. brushes. I will link that video up in the cards and down below. I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I'm in light medium number 20. And I'm using the highlighting brush by e.l.f. I'm applying that powder in areas where I get really oily and over my pimples. With the Sigma large powder brush, the F30, I'm going to buff in some of that powder all over my face to set the foundation. Using a fluffy brush will make sure that you're not applying too much product, because I don't want to cake on the product and make the foundation look heavier than it should be. I'm going to move on to the lower lash line, and I'm going to use the color Chill Out. I'm using an e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush to pack that color under my eyes. Even though this color looks like it has some shimmer, I feel like that glitter just gets buffed out of the shadow. I'm going to blend out Gretchen and I Can't Even just to buff out that blue color. And I like to go low with the shadow under my eyes because it covers up any of my creasing. At least I hope it does. It does make the look a little smoky too. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild metallic lipstick in the color Icing on the Wall. This is from the Fire and Ice collection also. I'm going to use the e.l.f. eyeliner brush to use it as an eyeliner instead. I'm going to move on to bronzer, and I'm using the Wet n Wild Queensland bronzer. I'm using my e.l.f. complexion brush just to give myself an all-over bronze look. I need a little color with this foundation because it's really light. This collection comes with two bronzers. This one is called Queensland and this one's called You're Dragging Me Down. I like the names that they came up with for this collection. And Queensland is the one that I just applied. I'm gonna go in and apply You're Dragging Me Down with the complexion brush and see what that color looks like layered on top of Queensland. You're Dragging Me Down is a little bit deeper and Queensland is a little bit warmer. Now I'm going to use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Ooh. The mister on this is really nice. I like that. I'm going to apply my Everyday Lashes by Mila. These are in the style Airy Day. I will link all her information down below. Make sure you check her out, and if you do, make sure you let her know that I sent you. Okay, so lashes are on. I'm going to apply the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the color Goddess in my tight line and my waterline. I'm going to apply the highlighting powder from Wet n Wild, and this is called Winter Falls in LA. I used some of these products in my Game of Thrones inspired Halloween tutorial, and I will link that up in the cards and down below. I'm going to use the e.l.f. small tapered brush to apply the highlighter. I typically don't use highlighters this color, but we're gonna test it out. And I like to set my face before I put highlighter on. I feel like the highlighter goes on smoothly, and then I apply more setting spray after. I don't know about that shade. I'm going to also layer on the highlighter called Twilight, and this is in the Pure Midnight Masquerade face palette. This was actually in BoxyCharm. Shout out to my cousin Susie for lending this to me so I can review it. I applied the Hidden Secret blush with the e.l.f. stippling brush, and I'm blending it out with the F30 large powder brush. I'm going to set my face again with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, set my brows with the Clinique High Impact Mascara. I really like that setting spray a lot. Let's see if it prolongs my foundation and powders. I'm going to apply the brow bone highlight on my brow bone, and I'm going to use the Small Precision brush by e.l.f. I am going to use the Huda Beauty lip contour in Silver Fox. So first I'm gonna line my lips with the lip contour. I've never used Huda Beauty before, so this will be my first time. It looks really gray. It's really creamy. It glides on so easily. Now I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte lipstick, and this is also in Silver Fox. Yeah, this is straight up gray, bro. I'm going to top that off with the lip strobe, and this is in Enchanting. Looks very iridescent. Whoa. Whoa. What? I'm not mad at it, I just don't think that it's really wearable. Maybe the gloss by itself, so let's try that. Definitely left a little gray behind. All right, let's try the gloss alone. It's really iridescent if you're into it. I'm not, but it's not sticky. I'm gonna keep the lip gloss on also, and I wanna see how long it's going to last before it transfers. Of course, it doesn't claim to be a long lasting. I am also trying on the foundation, the concealer, the shadows, everything to see how long it's going to last and what it's gonna look like. Also to the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, I wanna see if that prolongs my foundation and my powders. So I will check back in with you to let you know what my face is looking like, if oils are seeping through, if it's creasing, wearing down. Okay, I am back. I have had this makeup on since 2:30, so it's a long time. Let's just look at the skin and see. I haven't done any touch-ups and I didn't blot, nothing. I feel like there's a little bit of oil seeping through. I looked really cakey, like especially in this area right here where I have like large pores. My nose, like, oh my gosh, like I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, can you see that? Ew. I'm not a big fan of the concealer. I thought it was going to be a lot more coverage. I don't think that it ever had color right there, but I feel like it's not full coverage. Like I feel like you can see my dark circles, and I really don't like that. I mean, if it's a full coverage concealer, it needs to be a full coverage concealer. But the eyeshadow, I love the eyeshadows. I talked about the Too Faced palette and said that I wasn't like a huge fan of it, and I'm not. I don't think that it's worth the price, but I do like the Fire and Ice collection by Wet n Wild. I think that it is worth the $40. The eyeliner is still on, and remember we used the lipstick as the eyeliner, and I really like the way it looks. It held up great. I didn't like feel like I needed to set that. The only thing is the palette, the Mythical Creatures palette that I used, the blue shade was kind of blotchy for me in the crease. I am gonna try this again because I love this collection. The highlighter's still there. It's a really pretty highlighter. It's just not gonna be like an everyday highlight for me. This one is Halo Walkers, and this is Winter Falls in LA. I wouldn't really gravitate towards those two colors, but they're really pretty for like Halloween looks and when you want to play with makeup. The other product that I really liked was the pigments. I don't have the cap on it right now, but these pigments are really good. I only tried out the blue, but there are a couple. This one is called Fire Rain. This one is called Gilded Crown, and this one is a silver, and this one is Ice Lady. And this is the one that I used in my Game of Thrones Halloween tutorial as well. Let me swatch the bronzers for you. The bronzers are really beautiful. I will definitely be using those. So this is You're Dragging Me Down, and this one is Queensland. And they're both really, really beautiful. I love them both. These are gonna be gorgeous as liners. I can just imagine like for the holidays, like this as an eyeliner. Come on. And the whole set is at Ulta for 40 bucks. Shout out to my brother and my sister-in-law for picking this up for me. I really like the blushes. I mean, look at that. It's definitely still there. And I am looking into getting BoxyCharm. If you guys have any subscription boxes, please let me know down below. I would love to hear what you guys think about subscription boxes, especially BoxyCharm, because I really think that it's worth the price. The Continuous Setting Mist by Morphe, I think that this is really good. I think that's why my foundation lasted. I feel like my blush, highlight, and the bronzer is still on. I think that this is really good. I really like the mister on it. I think it smells good. It is $12, so if you can justify this over any other sprays, I think it's good. I think it's worth it. 12 bucks. Let's see how long it lasts. That's the true test. I'll let you guys know when I have to buy a new one, because obviously I'm going to show you when I buy a new one. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your family and friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell so you are notified when I upload a new video, and thank you so much for watching.